When we were saved, Christ put us in neutral. Otherwise, we were in drive, going with our passions and our lusts and our desires, okay? We had no power over that, but He's put us in neutral, so now He's given us a choice. He's taken us out of the river. The river's still roaring. We step back in, boy, boom, we're gone again. Talk a little bit more about that.
Okay, well, I think Paul helps us to understand that. When he says in Galatians 5:16, but I say, and he's talking to them very pointedly, walk by the Spirit. Now that's a choice. That's a choice we have to make. By means according to. Whatever the Spirit works according to the Word. So as we're willing to submit to Christ, submit to His Word, we walk by the Spirit. He says, and you will not carry out the desire of the flesh. Uh-oh. So we still have the desire of the flesh. He's speaking to believers, not speaking to lost people. Then he says, for the flesh sets its desire against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh, for those are in opposition to one another, so that you may not do the things that you please. And that really is in the present tense, keep on doing the things that you please. In other words, it's a dead-end street. When I choose Wayne over Christ in my life, anything he demands me to do, He lives within me to enable me. And the problem is, I think so many of us don't realize how deceiving the desires of the flesh are.
We're going to talk about that more next week, but I want us to start even at the basic thing. There are some Christians that say, I've sinned so much, I don't think this is even possible. But they really did believe in Christ, okay? And they feel guilty and frustrated because they're not living this way. You really encourage them by saying, look, start by just asking God to give you more of a desire.
Yeah.
Ask God to open up the Word on that specific topic, and then pray that He would start to change you, because your whole message is we can't change ourselves. This is something that Christ has got to do. He's now in there, but we've got to ask Him.
That's right.
What else would you say?
Well, I would just, that's said pretty well. If I'm not willing to understand what I can't do, look out, because that's where I'm going to mess up. And so many things we think we can do. And that's where God showed me very quickly. Driving home from after our church service, and just had a wonderful time in the Word. And there's somebody gets in front of me that I want to flat out run over. I mean, where did they learn to drive? Get their driver's license, Sears Roebuck. And I'm following them, and I get livid. And I'm thinking, well, no, wait a minute, where did that come from? How deceitful the flesh is to make us think it's about us when it's about Christ.